Welcome to the News Channel 9 Stream Center here from our newsroom in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are joining you because we're having another weather radio event today, and we want to let you know how you can come and get your own weather radios programmed by our Storm Track 9 and News Channel 9 teams. Today we'll be in Cleveland and Spring City from 10 a.m. all the way until 7 p.m. tonight at the Elders Ace Hardware locations. Let's take a look at where our crews are right now. We have Hannah, Dane, as well as Katie and Bill at those different events today. Hannah, let's start with you. Talk about what it's been like so far this morning.
Yeah, hey, Latricia. I am in Cleveland right now outside the Elders Ace Hardware. I'm going to back up right now. There's a truck backing up around here, but we've had a good, steady stream of people coming in to get their radio. We actually just spoke with a couple who moved here recently from the West Coast, and they said they even used their weather radio out there. They said they used it for earthquakes, which is something we don't think of here in Tennessee, in the Tennessee Valley a lot, but something really cool to think of. This isn't just for Tennessee. This isn't just for Georgia. If you have family members that are in different parts of the country, you can also come by here again in Cleveland or in Spring City and pick up that weather radio for your local family, for yourselves here, or for anyone anywhere in the country, essentially.
And we see a lot of that when we're out at these events, people buying these radios for their possibly older family members who are more comfortable with one of these radios other than relying on their phone there. And so, you can get it programmed for your specific county where you live, and that's how you guys are helping.
Yes, and you can also have it programmed for multiple counties as well. If you have people that live here, perhaps in Bradley County, but you also have family members that live out in Memphis, for example, you can get it programmed for yourself and for other family members to make sure that everyone is aware and up to date in case of any severe weather.
That's right. Tell me too, Hannah, people have to buy those weather radios, and then where do they find them in the store, and what do they do next?
Yes, so I can actually take you inside real quick. Right now I'm outside. I'm going to figure out how to turn this. Wait a second. It's down there. We have that sign over there to point you inside the store here. I'm going to walk in real quick. You cannot miss us. Hopefully, I'll probably see Dan on my walk in here, but you go inside and you will meet the table. You'll meet our entire Storm Track 9 team. We have some friends in the background as well. But if you go over here, you can see everyone. You can get the weather radio, you pick it up, you purchase it, and then you come back to the table to us, and that's where we can program it, say hi, and all that fun stuff.
All right, Hannah, thanks so much. We'll check in with you again in just a few moments. Again, Hannah at the Cleveland location there. That's where also you can see that live shot of people, our Elders Ace employees also helping to program. But why do we program weather radios, and how do you do it if you have one at home? David Glenn, our chief meteorologist, is going to tell us about that now.
I'm Storm Track 9's David Glenn, and I'm here to show you how to program your Midland WR120 Severe Weather Radio, one of the most widely used radios in our area. To get started, you'll need 3 AA batteries and the power cord that came with your radio. I'll be showing you how to set up a brand new radio right out of the box, and if your radio happens to be an older version, I'll have some helpful troubleshooting tips at the end of this demonstration. Let's get started. First, insert the batteries in the compartment on the bottom of the radio. Also, make sure the weather radio switch on the side is in the on position. The display on the front will now show welcome and ask you to select the language you like to use. Press the select button to see your choices. Use the up or down arrows to choose between English, Spanish, or French. Press the select button again to lock in your choice. Next, you will be asked to set the location for the area which you would like to receive alerts. Press the select button. Here you have the option to choose between any to get alerts for any county in the area, multiple to get alerts for more than one county, and single to get alerts for just one county. We recommend choosing single to get those alerts relevant to your area. The National Weather Service will warn all counties affected by a watch or warning at the same time. I'll be demonstrating how to program your radio for a single county. Press the select button again to make your choice. Your display will now show 01 empty. Press the select button again to begin setting your location. Use the up or down arrows to choose the country you live in. Then press select. Now choose your state or province and press select again. And then choose the county you live in. Press Press select to finalize your location. If you chose multiple at the start, just repeat the process to add more counties that you would like to receive alerts for. After you have set your location, you'll be asked to set the time. Press the select button and use the arrow keys to set the hours and minutes. Here's a helpful tip. Use the down arrow first to quickly get to PM hours. Use the up arrow to stay with the AM hours. Press select when you're finished setting the time. Next, you'll be asked to set the channel. Press select to see your options. Use the arrow keys again to cycle through the 7 different channels until you hear the National Weather Service broadcast.
This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXK48, the voice of the National Weather Service.
Press select to choose that station. That's it. Your new radio is ready to go. Now be sure to plug it in and also have fresh batteries, and check those batteries about once every other month because you'll need those batteries should you lose power. Until that point, leave the radio plugged in. Okay, that's the setup for a new radio. But what if your radio isn't new? Here are some helpful tips. First, remember that if your radio was correctly programmed in the past but has lost power, you won't necessarily have to reprogram it. The radio should still have the correct location and channel settings in its internal memory. Just put in fresh batteries and plug it in. You can check the location and channel by pressing the menu button, then use the arrow keys to go to set location. Press select. The radio will display whether it's been programmed for single, multiple, or any county. Press select again to see the county that the radio is programmed for. To check to make sure your radio is set to the correct channel, be sure the switch on the side is turned to the on position. Then hit the weather snooze bar. If you hear a National Weather Service broadcast, you'll know that it's programmed correctly. If you don't hear anything from your radio, use the volume buttons to ensure the volume is turned up. If you hear a high-pitched ring and nothing else, it's a sign the radio is no longer operable and will have to be replaced. And lastly, to reset your radio back to its factory settings, unplug it and remove one of the batteries. Then hold the weather snooze bar as you reinsert the battery. The radio will reset to its factory settings and is now ready to be programmed. For more information on the Midland WR120 radio, visit www.midlandradio.com. We've also placed a helpful link to the operating manual for this radio here on our website. For Storm Track 9, I'm David Glenn. Thanks for watching.
All right, so that is how you can program your weather radio at home by yourself, but you don't have to do that. That's why our Storm Track 9 team and our News Channel 9 team, like Dane, is out at those 2 locations today, Cleveland and Spring City. Dane helping lots of people this morning with that programming.
It has been a lot of fun, Latricia. Again, we are here in Cleveland right now, but again, like you mentioned, we're also in Spring City. You can't keep the morning crew too far apart, so both Hannah and I are here in Cleveland. Behind me here is the table right at the front of the Elders Ace hardware location here. You can't miss it, where our crew will help you program your Midland weather radio. But not just that model. We've had people bring in some older models or models that aren't Midland at all, and we will do our best to make sure that those are programmed, or of course recommend to you the best technology to make sure you are prepared for those severe weather events. I'm going to go ahead and come over here and flip my camera around, if I will, here. Always figuring out new technology, but I just want to show you our team here, our News Channel 9 and Elders Ace team on hand to help you program those radios. We've had a lot of people coming on in and just saying hi to us. I think that is one of the big things about this event. It's just an opportunity for us to have those conversations with you, not just behind the camera all the time, right? And of course, this is for a great cause. $5 from every purchase goes back to the Forgotten Child Fund to make sure that kids have coats in the wintertime, and so many other great initiatives that organization takes part in all year long.
And Dane, one of the things that I love about those events is you also get to hear from people how those weather radios helped them in different storm situations, whether their power had gone out, their cell phone wasn't charged. They made sure to have those batteries in there. And those weather radios were really their last line of defense in some of the Ottawa or the Easter tornadoes that we've experienced here in our area.
Of course, those weather-related stories are what we want to hear about. We want to hear how these devices have gone above and beyond in making sure that you are prepared for those severe weather events. Our Storm Track 9 team is always on the air and online on our website, making sure you're prepared. But in those moments where those alerts are initially sent out, these devices can give you that life or death moment to take shelter if you need to and keep yourself and your loved ones safe. So when we hear these stories about events in our area that these have been useful in, we're very thankful that we were able to be here throughout all the year long with our weather radio programming events.
Yep, that's right. And Dane, how long will you guys be out there today?
We will be here until 7 o'clock this evening. So, of course, you have plenty of time. We know a lot of people work, obviously. So when you get off of work, just swing on by. We'll still be here helping you program your radios until 7 o'clock sharp.
All right. Thanks, Dane. Dane, Hannah in Cleveland. Now we're going to go over to Katie and Bill, who are in Spring City. Katie, how's it going up there?
Good. Already been programming a lot of radios. In fact, here's the radio here, the Midland radio that you can buy here in Spring City, as well as our Cleveland location. Actually, currently right now, let me see if I can flip my camera around like Dane did. Let me see if I can flip this camera around. But you can see here, Bill is actually programming a radio right now for one of our customers or one of the customers here at Elders Ace that bought a weather radio to keep safe. So,
all right. And let us hear that beep sound, Katie. That's what we always hear on those weather radio events. There we go. And that's how you know that you're going through the right process. As we saw David do that, you siphon through the different channels of the different counties, and then also what the National Weather Service always has that feed going out there and listening to what they are putting out as well. Katie, can you tell us a little bit about those warnings and alerts that you might get through those weather radios?
Yeah. So these, hopefully the camera's working. So yes, these weather radios will let you know when there's a warning or a watch, and it will wake you up. I know a lot of people rely on their phones, but I know they were talking about earlier with Dane is sometimes your phone can die or you don't have this technology, but these weather radios will wake you up. And anywhere in your house, you can probably hear it. It's going to be very loud, and it'll give you an alert to make sure you're in a safe situation when there is a warning, especially tornado warnings or thunderstorm warnings. So you have it planned in place, so you can go to it when you hear that loud, the weather radio being all loud and getting you all that warning.
That's right. And we are giving out free batteries today, right? So if you get a weather radio, you get the free batteries. And that way you can make sure that when you go home and you plug it in, that plug is your primary sense of power, and the batteries only help when that power goes out. So there's not going to be any gap in service there.
Yeah, it's important to have it. There's a few things that we mention when they come to program, and we'll go through the steps with them so they know how to have it set up at home.
And Bill is also the expert on not just the Midland radios, but any of those old radios that you have. He was actually setting up an older radio earlier this morning, only 20 minutes ago. So bring in any of your radios. We want to make sure that you're safe, not just with the ones that you can buy here at Elders Ace.
All right. And Katie, we know that you've been posting on social media. Keep us updated throughout the day, and we will follow along with you guys from Spring City.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
All right, we're going to bring everybody back in just for one quick moment. We've got Dane, we've got Hannah, and again, our crew up in Spring City, Katie and Bill. We hope you will come out and visit one of us today at those two locations. You can see the information on your screen there. As Dane told us, $5 of that purchase goes to the Forgotten Child Fund, which is a cause near and dear to our hearts here at News Channel 9. And we always present that check at our annual Coats for Kids event coming up a little closer to Christmas. Keep following along on social media throughout the day until 7 p.m. and come and see us at the Elders Ace Hardware in Cleveland and Spring City. Dane, Hannah, Katie, Bill, thanks so much for being with us today. That's it from